Yo, minasan Takumi Fujiwara desu. I am back. I've been practicing a lot this week because I only work from Monday to Wednesday, all double shift, and then today I'm working, but then the past 2 days and then tomorrow and this morning I'm all free. So I've been practicing some drift cars as well on the drift mats and then watching some guides again and trying to fix my issue before, like some issue that I had with drifting as well. I've been doing some Akina every day as well since then, but I've been just doing the Touge Union and it's not a full map. Today I finally got one proper clean one. It's not the best one, but I still hit up Kibi out of it. But I was nervous because I know that this is gonna be the Kibi, even though it's only gonna be like 6 second Kibi, but that's still some improvement, right? So yeah, nearing the end of today's one, it's a lot of not crashing, but a lot of slowing down because I'm scared I'm gonna oversteer or I'm scared to send it basically. So I'm playing it really safe towards the end. I could have saved another like 5 seconds if I don't do that. But yeah, I was just scared I'm gonna ruin this PB. But that's alright. That's one improvement. For the drifting wise, I've been playing the BDC card pack. I've been playing the WDT card pack and also just the standard E30 BMW drift. So I've been watching this guy's YouTube. His name is Project X Motorsport. He's doing the guide from basically from zero to learning how to do tandem and stuff. So like going ahead, I still like racing, like Touge racing and stuff. And for you guys who's asking, like, am I going to start doing tandem or not or something? No, not really. Like, I like Formula Drift and that kind of racing. I think it's pretty cool on how they can balance those cars, but it's not to the point that I want to start racing doing tandems. I think tandems is like something to do for fun, but I don't get that much adrenaline out of tandems. It's very different than like actual two-year racing, right? So, I've been practicing tandem mostly just to practice my throttle control and the car transition and how to drift between drifts. I think it's mostly just for my own knowledge because a lot of my issue so far with drifting as well is if you realize a lot that whenever I fully drift, let's say I'm turning to the right, I always like that right, like make the car transfer. Then after that, I completely let go of the wheel and it completely steers max. And then I take it. I catch the wheel only when it stops spinning. You get what I mean? Because whenever I try to catch the wheel at fast before, like I'm not used to catching the wheels fast to maintain the angle. Because whenever like this thing spins so fast, I'm not sure if that's meant to do that or it's just I put some missed settings. You guys can let me know. But whenever I let go of the wheel, this thing will just go fully haywire, like almost like 500 degrees basically, and it's very scary to catch the wheel. But usually I just play around with the throttle, so whenever the car fully tilts to the understeer, to countersteer, I catch the wheel only after it's finished. That's a bad habit that I need to overcome eventually. And as well as I realize on drifting as well, I'm trying to learn how to transition cleanly because so far what I've been doing is lift off. So whenever the car slides and then I go back to the throttle, but then people say as well, I'm trying to learn the one to use the clutch as well to transition. It works for speed. I'm not sure, but I think like for now I'm focusing morely on just the lift off transition. So lift off transfer. And yeah, some issue I had with that lift off is whenever I do a big angle and then I try to transition to the next one, the car will completely spin out, and I was about to ask you guys about why am I spinning out, but turns out the Project X Motorsport guy said that it was because if you hold a big angle for a long time, then you need to go back to the throttle again as fast when the car starts to spin. I've been practicing for at least like 2 hours, 3 hours today in the drift mats with the Swamp Tag, BDC, WT, E30 drift. And it's been, I think it's something that I need to overcome by time, not by like instantly. I think it takes a long time to understand and learn how to do that. To the point it will become a muscle memory, right? And yeah, so I've been doing a lot of no hesi as well. I've been racing no hesi, not meeting people, but I mean, I've been just having fun in no hesi as well. And yeah, Touge Union wise, I practiced for the past like 3 days as well. A lot of practices, a lot of no clear run, to the point that sometimes I get like irritated. Why am I not clearing this one? Why is it on the good one I crash, or something like that? But actually on the Touge Union or with a drift car, I remember a few days ago I did the WDTS AE86 on the Mt Akina. I realized when I step on my brake only, the car will just go haywire. It will force a drift, basically force a braking drift, right? So sometimes that's when I lose control of the car. If I brake too hard from a high speed, then I brake too hard, then the car will lose out of control, and that's more dangerous. And then what I found out how to fix that is, if I brake, I need to hold clutch at the same time to prevent the car from slitting off during the brake. And then I put it into practice in Touge Union using the AE86 drift, the normal one, and it actually works. So a lot of the corners that you see me now, like some of the corners I'm not trying to drift on, or I'm just slowly braking, I try to use clutch in between, so it's working. Alright, I think that's it for my discussion today. For the next 2 weeks, actually, I will go into placement because I am taking Masters of Secondary School Teaching, so I'm gonna be deployed into an actual school to teach secondary school students. And I'm a bit skeptical on this one because they put me on a very bad school with a lot of school stabbings and school violence news. The school itself is pretty famous for that kind, but my fight is like Takumi, and I'm just I'm very chill person, and have a lot of patience until one point. If I can't take it, then I will just fully explode. But most of the time, the way I talk and the way I talk and the way I act is more just chill and patience. I hope everything goes well for the next 2 weeks, and it's gonna be very tiring, and I won't have time to do this racing unless it's weekend, because I'm gonna be still doing my part-time job. So my part-time job is from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. weekdays. So 7 a.m. I have to take my car and I have to drive all the way 15 minutes to the school, and I have to be there at 8:30. So I will do that until like 4 or 5 p.m. Go back home, sleep, then another 11 p.m. shift. Alright, thank you for you guys who's been listening and listening to this topic and helping me grow this far with drifting. There's still so much room for improvement for me. I just have to get used to it. And if you see me in Touge Union, don't forget to say hi. I'm often practicing my racing there, but maybe not for next week, because the next 2 weeks is gonna be very busy. But I'm gonna put the link down below if you guys wanna join. And yeah, if you see, my nickname is just Takumi YT, Takumi YouTube basically. And I always keep my chat open anyway as well. Alright, peace.